Distracted driving specific purpose. The purpose is to inform the dangers of driving and casualties of distracted drivers, to inform the audience from preventing distracted driving. Central idea: by the end of this speech, the audience will understand distracted driving affect everyday lives, and what are the dangerous habits should the driver avoid before getting into a car wreck. With the latest statistics available 2017 and 2015, according to statistics development by transportations, 4,077 people died and another 391 were injured in motor vehicle crashes caused by drivers who were distracted because they were texting or using cell phones. There are many lives lost through the years of drivers messaging friends. Then moments later, the car crashes. Drivers like a pancake, which is an example of distracted driving. Distracted driving is something that conducts morals of lives, but there are many risks of losing people by driving. It is being connected on their phones, yet they are not concentrating on the roads. First point, to describe the features of what makes a distracted driver dangerous. Second point is to illustrate the numbers of deaths that the drivers were driving in the driver's seat, texting on the road, crashing into other cars, like a nail in the coffin. Third point is consequences while driving in the driver's seat. Their loved ones are dead, and there is no second chance for a normal livelihood since car accidents. Let us start by looking at typical driving is many deaths of the fallen drivers accompanied by smartphone. The number of deaths by the FCC. The danger to distracted driving. 2,800 people were killed while texting in the car, and 400 were injured for texting in a car demolition. The driver survived. No one should text and drive lead to be a role model that does not support texting and driving. There's one life, so never lose it. Lead an example of the car accidents that someone died texting on the highway. Evidence of distracted driving. Consequences are fines, death, and it's a big price, and prison is a class A misdemeanor. DriveSafe mentions death is a burden for the distracted driver since the driver was texting 5 seconds while full awareness on the road. The dangers of distracted driving. FCC confirms that 48 states prohibits from usage of smartphones while driving on the road. Facts and statistics about texting and driving. Mendeley explains 27% are young drivers that drive and messaging while looking out for traffic. It's the most fatal incident. People that are distracted drivers has a high risk of fatality since the driver isn't looking out for cars, but focus on texting with family. Drivers should not pull out their phones while driving on the interstate because it is dangerous to message a friend. It is best to wait when the driver isn't on the road. A few fines and laws are there to protect the driver since their lives are endangering others. Distracted driving and cell phone laws. McCurry informs the fine to the driver, which is 2,500. That is expensive to pay. And the Class A misdemeanor, not worth going for prison for. Facts and statistics about texting and driving. Helllock states using handheld devices are prohibited for all drivers. After all, it is a visual issue with car accidents in the state of California. Texting and driving statistics. DriveSafe advise teachers and employees should be responsible to inform drivers that they should not text and drive if the driver wants to be alive, and people are required
to spread the word about distracted driving. The dangers of distracted driving. FCC explains that some states are not banning cell phones national, but states are charging fines aggressively in efforts to put the foot down on distracted driving, taking innocent lives. Today we learn what happens when distracted driving is a heavy price of many innocent souls are lost because drivers are not paying attention to traffic and driver's eyes are on smartphone devices. After years of skepticism, driving is the most brutal way to die, since driving is now unsafe for generations of friends and family. I lost a friend. They were texting on the road. Understand that driver has one life, and that life will be gone today. No one will save the driver's life.